we're here and it's Casual Friday.
Oh, it's goddamn Friday. It still feels good to get to Friday. Fuck yeah.
Many of you that are listening are like, wow, Stacey sounds different. Or if you're watching, Stacey looks different. Today it's me and Mr. Casual Friday.
Woo! Because Stacey is in hell.
Yeah, and by hell we mean the chat, which we love those people there, but she is Stacey is in the chat today. So if you're live, you know, she's there for you. I just got a laugh out loud, beautiful singing. So which I think is one of the most important qualities when you're looking for a partner. Can they sing?
That's really
and I
nice.
can't.
That's really sweet.
How you feeling today, Bakes?
I'm feeling really good. I'm like ready for the weekend. I'm ready to party. I'm ready like for fun adventures. And I'm ready like to catch up with you.
Okay, great. We'll do that. It feels a bit like a substitute teacher day because like, you know,
Woo!
we're missing the McGunns.
Woo!
We're missing Miss McGunns is not here today.
Miss McGunns? I don't know if she would like that.
That would not fly. I didn't realize it until it came out of my mouth, and now I apologize. She's on the chat, so I'm about to get roasted. We have an awesome surprise for everybody today. If you didn't see our Instagram story yesterday, we've got an amazing guest today. Woo! You think me and Bakes are going to do this alone? Hell no!
Hell no! Can't do it.
This lady was not only on the Second City stage with both of us at different times. She's also from the Amazing Gayle Pile, and she's one of the funniest people on the planet. Please give it up for Mrs. Inessa Frantowski.
Hello! Yay! Oh my goodness.
Yes.
You know what? Guess what? You are in fact live, and did I delay the live broadcast with several technical issues? Yeah, I did. So if a lot of you were out there waiting for 7 minutes longer than you had to, you have me to thank or blame.
One question, Inessa. Are you holding your microphone like a reporter right now?
Oh, yeah, you better believe it. So if you get some inconsistent waves of sound, you know, who knows what's happening sound-wise. Hopefully Stacey will let us know. That's why. Thought I was being very cool copying my brother, getting one that clips to a desk or what have you. And turns out not a single place to clip it. We're clipless.
Yeah, you were telling us.
Without doing...
Mr. Casual Friday really wanted us to just go live and get the whole thing because your brothers were in there helping you. And it was a fun time.
It was enjoyable. Yeah.
Two brothers. One definitely is a professional YouTuber. The other a software engineer. So I'm ashamed to them daily with my lack of basic tech knowledge.
Where'd the clip go, buddy? Where'd the clip?
I right before this podcast, I was like, I'm downloading Chrome. I'm trying to figure out why. I'm looking for the email with the link because the mail on my new computer is not set up to my Gmail. Oi, oi, oi.
You say you're downloading Chrome like you're getting your first browser? Is that what's happening today?
Yeah, getting my first browser, baby. Safari only comes on the new Mac. I did just get a new Mac, and I'm using a Galaxy phone because my iPhone broke. So trying to coordinate. Where it is a comedy of errors over here.
Oh, how hard was it to find the headphone jack?
Oh, other side of the computer.
Spent a long time just figuring out why they weren't fitting, and then realized from your engineering brother, it's on the other side of the computer.
And then Inessa's reaction to that was like, "Oh, they're on the other side of the computer now."
Yeah, she to finish that sentence, she was like, "Oh, they're on the other side." Ooh, 2021.
Yeah. And listen. Every few years, my brothers get me something new that forces me to adapt. So they did get me ear pods, but I don't know how to connect those to my computer. Only my old phone that doesn't work now.
They don't
get them
fit
connected to the
in
Galaxy.
the hole.
Again, we are almost this weekend will be the 11th month anniversary of the pandemic starting, and that's kind of when our podcast started, and we're still 11 months in of talking about our technical errors as our first half hour of the show is figuring out how we even have a podcast.
Yeah. Like you may notice, the viewers may notice that like Jason's voice and his mouth are not quite matching right now.
And I've spent a lot of time trying to figure this out. It's I'm glad I can't see the chat. The chat's not refreshing for me for some reason too. So like comedy of errors for sure. But I'm sure Stacey's like, what the actual fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Now listen, no way I can refresh too, and I'm not clicking on nothing. Otherwise, I'm out of here, and I'll never be able to get back.
Well, you look great. You actually, you've come fully pajamaed out, ready to rock the Casual Friday, which I like a lot.
I'm so glad you brought it out. It's not actually casual. This is an Evan Bedell play suit. So this is actually meant to be worn on any occasion. It is an absurd outfit. It really is. It's an absolute absurd outfit.
I love that you stated it's not casual. I want to hear you say that to your boss at your office on a Tuesday and be like, "This isn't casual. This is not.
Oh my
this is
God.
not Friday. It's a full business attire."
This is a formal blanket.
Listen, it comes with a belt. And sometimes Evan Bedell dedicates his whole Instagram to showing you how to wear this massive fabric. So sometimes you throw a leather coat on it. Sometimes you add a scarf or a vest. But it's absolutely an outrageous outfit. And I did buy matching bed sheets so that I can fully 100% disappear.
And let me tell you, I'm not questioning any of this because if those of you who do not know Inessa Frantowski, she is a fashionista, a fashion queen. We've already got Haley jumping on. It's a flannel blanket poncho, and I'm obsessed. So you're already winning over hearts here with your stuff, of course.
Yeah, it balloons up when you walk, very low drop crotch. Almost to the ground. And you know what? As much as I actually bought this to prove to my parents. I am quarantining with my family. I have always thought of myself as kind of a fashion person. But when I come home, I'm obviously a lot more casual. But my parents seem to disagree. They expect you when you come back, because I live in LA normally. So they expect me to come home from the airport stunting on the family. So you have to wear a hat. You got to get a lipstick going. They're Russian and they expect Russians, I guess, like when they leave their small town, they come back dressed well to make everyone feel bad. And I guess they're disappointed I'm not doing that. They're like, I thought when you moved to LA that you would start dressing better.
She came back home and she's wearing a hat? I'm a piece of shit. I'm definitely a piece of shit.
No, that's how you get my dad on board. You got to wear a fedora. And then he's like, okay.
This one. I like this one.
Your dad's the coolest. Your dad's the coolest. Like your dad, like here's some of the things that your dad has done that I like. He's a painter. Like
we're for sure bringing that up.
Yeah. He painted a picture of our whole cast. Like a huge 10-foot by 10-foot painting of our cast.
City when you guys were all together, yeah.
And guess where that painting is, Rob?
Where?
Absolutely nowhere to be found. They've certainly lost it, and I have inquired.
You know what? I feel like it's gonna turn up 150 years from now.
And when it does, it's going to be one of those things where they were like, these were the most successful people on earth. There must have been. Otherwise, there'd be no reason for there to be a painting of them. Yes.
At a time where people didn't usually make paintings of each other, these people had a painting.
Absolutely.
It's all just people. Now it's just all people's pets dressed as if they were from the Middle Ages. That's about it. They're all very important now.
Yeah. And you get them in the mail. You order them on Instagram, and a painting of your dog in an old timey outfit shows up.
Well, I was gonna say because I always get crap on here for loving paint lounges as a place to go, and I've only been once in my life, so maybe they're the garbage. But the best thing in the world would be when this pandemic's over. Do you think your dad would run us through a course of paint, like a paint class, and we could all paint together or something in a paint lounge and just have Stacey hate the whole thing?
Oh, wow. I love that. Oh my gosh. I mean, it would be amazing.
I feel like only if the final painting,
Stacey's
has
here.
to be
Stacey's here.
She's here.
Only
she is into it. Only if the final painting is all of us together. All the people that are there painting, we paint each other in a group painting. That's all I want.
Absolutely.
I love it.
I'm working right now on a giraffe myself, because actually this is the first time that I'm painting since being back home with my parents. In all these years. So far, I'm can only really do animals because and human faces have been a bit tough. But working on a giraffe right now.
Nice, yeah. But you've done fruits and vegetables. I've seen them. They're great.
Yeah, definitely a lot of onions. Thank you very much. But you know what? It is like kind of I understand. It is a bit of luck involved too. I'm not skilled enough yet that I can really do it consistently. It's more like sometimes I stumble onto something and I go, "Oh, that's pretty good," and then I'll never be able to duplicate it. It's kind of like that. What's that? That chasing the dragon? It's kind of like chasing the dragon.
Yeah, it's like doing heroin. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like doing heroin.
It's like that. That's what it's like. That's what painting an onion is like.
I will say, Jen Caruana is here. Inessa, I want more onion content. I can't see an onion without thinking of you now. And
God, I know.
So now tears for two reasons: tears of joy to think of Inessa, and tears from the onion. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, Stacey said that she would love a paint lounge from your father. Just not some teen named Trevor who considers a paint lounge a part-time job. So that's why she hates them, I think. I would be remiss too. We're like 10 minutes in. I'm sorry to cut you off. We're like 10 minutes in and we haven't even talked about, I don't know if Inessa, you've come armed with a drink, but we have drinks on Fridays. Oh,
yeah. Okay, so I have to preface this. So okay, it is we are in the midst of dry Feb here. Now, am I planning to absolutely break dry Feb tonight with a bottle of Prosecco that now sits in my fridge? Yes. Did I try to track down some Baileys for this coffee, which I thought I would surely get from my brother, but no, he's also doing dry Feb and they've also finished up their Baileys. Now, worse yet, is there not even any milk left for my coffee? No, we're absolutely out of milk here at the Frantowski house. So what is my special drink? I had to use condensed milk. Lots of sweetener. So I'm on a sugar high this morning. That's my fun cocktail.
It's like chasing the dragon. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Baker, what are you drinking over there, babe?
Oh, fuck yeah. So like I had some time in my fridge and like I love cocktails.
It took a second for me to figure out you're talking about the
I spent a couple hours in my fridge this morning. Yeah. No, I had some time in my fridge and I love herbs and booze together. I think that's just like a wonderful kind of like food like thing. So I took time and I muddled it and I've got whiskey and lemon and maple syrup in here. And that's this time-based whiskey drink.
That sounds delicious. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. I call it chasing the dragon.
That's great. I don't know if Inessa is just really happy about your drink or if we've sort of lost her and she's frozen, but I think she's frozen.
I think so too.
Okay, great. We'll bring her back.
She'll be back, though. She'll be back.
Yeah, we'll bring her back.
Oh, where's the link? I can't find the link.
Okay, great. Well, we'll bring her back when she comes back is strong. I'll let you know first off and Inessa, realize you can come back. Feel free to just refresh and come back. For my drink today, I tried to do something that was very Mr. Casual Friday inspired. Because I was like, great, I'm going to muddle. Today I'm going to muddle. That's I got blueberries out. I muddled blueberries. I put some vodka in there. Yeah. And then I realized I don't have any just like soda. So I had half a glass of vodka and muddled blueberries with some ice. And I was like, well, this is nothing. So instead of the only soda water I had was grapefruit. I'm like, can't put grapefruit in blueberries. So I put one of my wife's High Noons, which is already a vodka drink, into it. So now I'm drinking a drink with muddled blueberries. It's vodka and then a vodka cooler as well.
It's got blueberries, it's got vodka, and then it's also got vodka as well.
Oh, welcome back, Cotter.
Woo!
We're back. I had to move to a new location.
You are a reporter.
I am a reporter. I'm absolutely.
Can you tell us how it is down on the streets down there? What's going on down there?
Yeah. Well, we're in the basement, which is where all the coveted Wi-Fi is. It also is the apartment of my brother and his fiance, who are moving. But let's just say I had to go into their private bedroom here.
And what's the scene like? Can you kind of describe it for us there, Inessa?
Okay, there are. I'm trying not to look around because I don't want to see an unmentionable, but there are stacked pillows, open luggage, definitely people in the preparations of a move.
Wow. Back to you, Jason.
I feel bad because you're kind of taking my job from when I was in Hamilton a few weeks ago when I had no Wi-Fi and it looked like I was basically walking through a humid forest. Humid forest. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't talk.
Yeah. I see somebody in the chat is asking if I can clip the mic, and my question to them is where can I clip the mic?
Yeah.
To one of the unmentionables.
Yeah. Without in fact damaging. Tried to clip it to the door, quite heavy, fell right down.
Who the fuck clipped this mic stand to my condoms?
Oh my God. Oh yeah.
Your neighbors are really complaining. They can hear everything.
Oh yeah. Oh,
when you put that condom on, it is the whole neighborhood can hear it.
Yeah. Really, honestly, I want to start talking about how long it's been since I've had to use a condom, and I actually remember it would have been January 1, 2020.
Wow.
Well over 1 year ago. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Fun memory. I'm also in awe because you said that mic stand is too heavy for a door, yet you're using it still holding it on to it. So it's too heavy for a door, but Inessa Frantowski is going to just hold on to it for an hour while we chat.
No, I'm not comfortable. I'm not relaxed. I was in a panic. I had to leave my drink upstairs.
What? No.
There's no booze in it anyway. I mean.
Oh, she left her cup of condensed milk upstairs.
Wow. I'm having a blast though. I mean, this is going to be the highlight of my weekend for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Stacey's still around. She says, "Cheers to condoms, pals."
Yeah.
So she's all about the condom. Maybe we can get somebody to sponsor us. Trojan, any other? I don't even know any others. So maybe to sponsor us.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been sponsored by Trojan before, and it was pretty good.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Inessa, were you on that tour?
No, I wasn't. No, it was slightly before my time, but I think it seemed to be a very fun one, right?
Yeah, it was the Trojan Condomy Tour. We toured across Canada doing shows.
Wait, what's that pun for? Condomy.
Like comedy.
Oh, okay. See, that's how dumb I am.
No, that's how dumb it is. We toured all the way across Canada in a bus. It was Jan Arden's tour bus we got to use. We weren't allowed to poop in it. We had to stop. We had to ask Bud, the bus driver, to stop us so we could poop in places. But it was a fantastic tour. We smoked weed right across Canada in a tour bus. It was fantastic.
That's a blast.
Yeah.
But coordinating 6 to 8 people's poo schedules must have been, guess what? A lot of stops.
Oh,
that's hilarious. That's all that stuck out to me too in that story was like, wait, you can't poop on that bus?
Let me tell you, when we pulled into a stop, let's say it was like our hotel where there was also like a Kelsey's or an A&W, like the door would open to the bus, and if you weren't the first out, you missed out because all the washrooms in like a 300 meter radius were all taken. All the washrooms are taken. You'd run over to the Tim Hortons and you'd go, and the stuff you'd be like, and like Jay McCarroll would be like, "Sorry, bud," and you're like, "Damn it!" And you'd run over. It was a madhouse.
Wow.
Jay McCarroll's magic. Like he didn't even get off the bus. He was just there. It was like
he was just all of a sudden there.
Yeah, he's on the bus. You run to the door. I got it. Nope. Sorry, pal. Anyway, and then his music starts playing, and you're just like, wow, that guy's amazing.
Great voice, great singing voice. Fantastic pooper.
Megan's letting us know that her internet is pure trash today. It's so stinky over here. We're all having problems today. We're all a little bit of
That was me. That was me at every stop across Canada.
That's
Where'd you get
that's
that
the
video?
that's the treadmill that Baker uses just to get ready for a comedy tour. This is
Yeah, that's me. I
love it.
have another memory about Inessa's family, Inessa's father. I remember your family invited us all over for was it Russian New Year?
Yes.
in Russia, does it the New Year's? I guess the
Or
New Year starts
Christmas
at a
is a
different
little
time.
bit, yeah.
Like it's Orthodox.
Orthodox Christmas, yeah.
Yes, it's later. Yeah, so it was Christmas. And it was the best. It was like there was vodka, there was smoked fish, there was caviar.
Yes.
And we just like ate caviar and drank shots of vodka because you only drink vodka by the shot. You can't, there was no sippies. It's like eat the caviar, wham the vodka. I was like one of the great times of my life.
It really is, because it's like that winter vibe of like you need something to cut the salty fish, so you down that vodka. I tell you what, it is like I mean, I would say that, like, or if you ever go to like one of those like Russian restaurants in North York or whatever, the whole thing centers around binge culture, because they put like full, like we're talking like a wine bottle size thing of vodka, red wine, and then they cover the whole table with plates of food right when you arrive, and they're like, the plates are like almost stacked and layered on top of each other, so it's like a buffet that keeps going. And people like, I was like, this is very unhealthy, but you're meant to drink and binge and eat to stop because you drank so much, and then eat and binge. And we once had like a big party there, like for like my parents' anniversary or something, and my parents had a friend there, and I remember this man, all the chairs were like white, they had seat covers, it almost looked like a wedding with like long tables and all these people in this kind of banquet hall, and he like pulled out the chair, vomited on the chair, and then just tucked it in like nothing happened and kept going.
Yeah.
Hero is what we call him.
Yeah, that guy was like 65 or something, like grown man, no problem.
You don't even want to know what I've done in my pants. We're fine.
I've tucked in chairs all around this restaurant.
Yeah.
You guys have your Easter egg hunts. We've got a different hunt over here.
Yeah. If anyone's listening, I highly recommend check out those Russian restaurants in North York. You can get like a group of 10 friends together, bring your own vodka and wine. You pay a flat fee from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then you just gorge. And then occasionally there's like a Europop performance.
Oh, it sounds like the best. It sounds fantastic.
We went last time on New Year's to a different location, and the best part was that they had like, it was like a Christmas vibe, of course, and they had elves pole dancing. Like they had elves on stripper poles. It was
look, the Russians know how to party. Like that's just what's happening. I love it. I'm worried that buffets won't be around after this pandemic. Like,
don't say that. Don't say that.
I drove by one yesterday. It was an all-you-can-eat one, and it had a big sign, but it also had plywood all over the windows. And I was like, yeah, that's a picture of right now.
Some you can eat.
They'll probably do more glass shielding, and I bet you it'll be more like Vegas or IKEA, where you like lift a glass case and take like a plate. Like it's like it'll be more individualized portions. No more grabbing a big trough of macaroni from a scoop.
And they'll have like little glass cases underneath the pillows, so you can hide your puke underneath the pillows and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's classy to have a puke case, a nice sanitary puke case.
Please remember to lift up puke case before puking.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's great. I didn't know. But it's not New Year's. It's not like Russia goes, fuck the calendar, we're just doing our own thing. It's like an Orthodox just holiday that you were talking about before. Yeah,
because I guess like New Year's then comes before Orthodox Christmas. So when you celebrate New Year's, you're still like, Christmas is a week away. You're like in the New Year vibe, you know?
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Instead of like, this is our final party before back to normal.
Yes.
This is like, this is the start of the party. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
I miss these parties. I can't wait till we get back to life and like You can just celebrate normally, even like, because that guy that's 65, he's not wrong, man. Like that's what holidays are for. It's about orgy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you guys saw this. Did you guys see the parade for the Super Bowl? Did you guys, anybody see some of the clips that came out of there?
No.
It was football. It was the definition of football players partying. Like Tom Brady, they have a picture of Tom Brady, you never find anything of him being like a little controversial other than maybe some of his political point of views. But like, he was literally like, there was a guy that literally had to help him to his car or whatever. Like, and he's just like midday, sun's fully out. It's like noon. And he's like, and he even tweeted, he was like, yeah, avocado tequila, nothing to see here. It was great.
You don't pictures. Well, it's probably because he probably doesn't get wasted all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That he probably like,
Yeah, me and him, same person. That 0% body fat and no alcohol. Yeah,
we all get that. We all have the same thing all the time.
Exact same bodies, the three of us.
Yeah, we have one of the great things about the three of us is that we have the exact same bodies, and they're exactly the same as Tom Brady's.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just the four of us specifically. Yeah.
The four Tom Brady's.
We should do an awkward barbershop quartet where we all just have the same bodies and we're all in the same pinstripe suits. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, like who's who.
Nobody can do baritone. Yeah, the kids can't have it.
Well, I'll tell you something. If you guys got it yourselves an Evan Bedell play suit, we would definitely have the same body. And it would be a very low crotch.
Imagine the four of us, the four Tom Bradys, in that outfit, in Inessa's bed, in Inessa's matching bed sheets. It's like, where did the four Tom Bradys go?
Yeah. I'll tell you something. It's a great way to get away from your wife's nagging. Just disappear right into that bed.
Do the dishes? No, thank you.
I will if you can find me.
I can see your head, babe. I can see your head.
And listen, I want nothing more than to show you those bed sheets and to show you how it works. But of course, as we know, in this very large home, there's only internet in my brother's downstairs bedroom, and that's just the way it is.
Plus, you'll also have to carry that 50-pound microphone to that bedroom.
Yeah, which is a dead giveaway about where I am.
That's Tom Brady's daily workout, is carrying that microphone around. Great. And I also got today, because it is substitute teacher day, Stacey's away, and she's in the chat somewhere. But I've got some old, cool, dumb stories to go through if we want to run through dumb stories. Inessa, I know you haven't been on the pod before. We love having you here, but every once in a while I'll bring on like dumb stories from around the world, and we play a game called Ding, That's My Stop. And it just means I'm going to read the headline, and if you want to hear more about the story, just go, let's like Ding, That's My Stop. And then we can talk about that story. Is that fun?
Yes, absolutely.
This is the substitute. I loved substitute teacher days because you knew they didn't know what they were doing. So like, here it is. I don't know what I'm doing, but here we go. Here's a headline for you. Great. We'll start right here. Couple accused of having sex on Myrtle Beach's Ferris wheel, charged with more indecent exposures.
They were charged. Ding, that's our top.
Yeah. I'm going to let you know a little secret, Jason. Going to be a lot of dings.
I love it. I love having you as a passenger on this streetcar, because most guys just ride it all the way to Jane and Finch, and they're like, yeah, we're just getting off one stop. We're just going all the way to the end. But like, so here's what this story's about. And the reason why I love this one is because you already mentioned buffets. In Myrtle Beach is where we used to go as like kids. That was our like, get in the car, we're going to Myrtle Beach. And there was this restaurant called Duff's, which was an all-you-can-eat buffet. And it just had like circular tables that rotated into the kitchen, then back out where you could just grab stuff so they could just keep filling it up. And they had different flags over each one. So it was like, this is Mexican food over here. This is Italian food over here. And it was honestly, I don't know how much my parents, I was a child, so I was like, I don't know if it was like the super cheap thing, but I think it was just like a cheap, that's why they always took us there. They're like, great, Duff's. Haley said it like as maybe she still knows it. I thought the hurricane got rid of it.
We did Ponderosa. We'd go to Buffalo, drive across to Buffalo, and that was our buffet vibe. Before Mandarin, we had to cross the border for a buffet.
And now there's Mandarin.
Listen, I'm from the West Coast, so we had Bonanza.
Bonanza.
That sounds sick.
Yeah. It was sick.
Although
Especially
Ponderosa and Bonanza both sound like they could just be the restaurants in a Western. Like they both sound like
fucking cowboys love buffets. That's the whole thing.
What was Bonanza's thing?
Bonanza's thing was the thing that I remember the most was the soft serve ice cream that you would just go and like they had the 3 flavors and you just go and make a huge ice cream for yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is how dumb I am today, yet again, thanks to the double vodkas. When you said, what was Ponderosa's or Bonanza's thing? Instantly, I was like, oh, I think it was just like their thing was just, it was a cowboy TV show. And like.
Yeah, that is dumb.
So here, this couple, though, in Myrtle Beach, they got busted by going on one of those like big Ferris wheels. It's all glass. And apparently Myrtle Beach has one of the biggest in the States. And they got busted having sex on there, and they're like, great, we're going to give you a ticket. But on multiple occasions over the past few months, they have been busted for public liaisons, just having sex with each other. So I'm like, I kind of think it's lovely in a weird way. I'm like, oh, they're in love. And then on another way, I'm like, maybe they're doing it for, later on in the article, it says they're doing it for pornographic purposes. So. Yeah.
It's a business venture.
Yeah. You'd almost be like, if it was like, well, you on one hand you go, okay, well, it's COVID, so a lot of people maybe are going to be connecting more outdoors. So you find yourself outdoors, but then it's the same people. So if they're coupled up, probably is less of a need. But I would say a lot of my outdoor sex was mainly when I was younger and still lived with my parents. And then, you kind of make do with what options you have available to you.
Uh-huh.
It's true.
A lot of in the forest.
I can't imagine just like going out for a family walk with Charlie or something. Be like, we're just gonna walk through the forest. Okay, avert your eyes.
Yeah, but it wasn't like trying to get caught. It was like trying to not get caught. Although one time I remember it was like you had to cross the river to like one part of the forest or whatever, one part of like where there was, and there was nobody around. And so there was like a picnic bench or whatever. So I thought, okay, great. But we didn't realize that there was like a huge like baseball light that was kind of shining. So it felt dark to us, but from the other side of the river, we got some hollers. People could see quite clearly on account of that large illumination source. Lots of embarrassing things happened when I was young. Yeah.
What a time though in high school, going for that walk, knowing what's about to happen, and you're like, oh my God, we're going to the picnic bench.
Jason, high school, more like mid-college, 21, when I got my first boyfriend. Excuse me.
Jason.
In high school, I was going for coffee with my other nerdy friends.
No, I meant college. College.
Yes, Jason, you were very cool. You've been very cool at multiple stages of life, right? You've had many different cool chapters.
All those chapters are done.
Snowboarder.
That book's closed. Those chapters are all finished.
No. Now you're a cool dad.
Yeah, now I'm sitting in my child's bedroom. Looks like I'm on a news thing with the little thing right here. And I'm drinking double vodkas in his bedroom at 9 a.m. It's great.
Cool dad.
The great thing about Cool Dad is it's not like a year or two. Cool Dad can go for 30 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's all the different stages of Cool Dad. Like you're just in the beginning of the Cool Dad arc.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's Cool Dad off the top, but 30 years in, double vodkas in the morning is a different thing later on, probably.
Yeah. Baker, what chapter of Cool Dad are you in? You're in what? Maybe chapter 3?
I'm in chapter 3 of Cool Dad, still going strong.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's where you get your hat. Chapter 3.
Oh, yeah. That's why you don't have a hat yet, Jason. You're not even close to this realm of Cool Dad.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm still in chapter 1, man. I'm still like I've just put out the foreword. Someone else talked for me for a bit, lived my life for a second, and now I'm coming in strong.
Yeah.
Listen, in stage 3 of Cool Dad, you have to drop some of the tools. Like the kids don't think you're funny anymore, so that part's gone. So you find other ways to be cool, Dad.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever, this is a little side topic. I'm so sorry. Do you ever watch the Plath family? It's one of these like shows about this like very kind of like religious family where they have like 12 kids and they're all like blonde and it looks like a V.C. Andrews novel.
Like Children of the Corn in real life. Children of the Corn family.
But it's like the dad's kind of like it. So what happens is the kids like never had like a Coke before until they like leave home. You know what I mean? Like they're very, very strict, no technology, nothing like that. So the kids that leave home. But what I find is like the dad's kind of like goofy. And I was like, oh man, he's created a system where he's the only form of entertainment. Like there's no TV. It's just all these kids ever get is dad jokes. And they're like, they're dying over it because it's like all they get.
What a dream come true. What a dream.
Yeah. He just carries around a big, heavy microphone everywhere he goes inside the house. Does his tight five for breakfast. Feeling good. I wish the guys in the club could see me now, man. I'm killing this audience. I'm saying.
That's really funny. Yeah,
so they kind of go on Rumspringers, really, but not from religion, just from their family. They're just like, yep, it's time to go and drink a pop.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, it's like hard to avoid the internet now. So once the eldest kids discovered the internet, see you later, family. Yeah.
And dad moves to stage 3.
Yeah.
Is stage 3 this? Megan's got you cool dads deliver calzones for 12-year-old business people.
Fuck yes. Yeah, that's stage 3.
Absolutely. And I got to tell you, I mean, isn't a calzone, that feels like a real dad kind of recipe. Like if my dad was like, let's make calzones and we got to stuff whatever we wanted in there, topping wise, it's like, that just feels like just the kind of thing
you may not know this. Theo, Rob's son, has started a business, a real live business where they make calzones and deliver. They have a website.
Wait,
Calzone
does he do
Fever.
Someone else?
Oh yeah, there's like 7 of them. Yeah,
yes, because I think I teach a student that does the same thing, like delivers calzones, and I was like, what an amazing business! I bet you they know each other.
Is his name Emil?
It is Emil.
Yeah, that's the co-CEO of Calzone Fever with Theo.
Emil is a delight. He's in my youth stand-up class right now.
He told me he was going to start taking stand-up classes. This is the best.
I'm absolutely his teacher.
Yeah, he's got a deeper voice than Theo. He's very
funny.
Yeah.
He's very funny. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh, this is but I've thought about the calzone business and I was like, I've got to put it in order.
Yeah.
I hope they come to Mississauga.
Right now they deliver to East. Well, right now they're on hiatus a little bit
because of the school closed down. Yeah.
Because of the school. Yeah. But they do deliver. It's East Toronto. It's very much East Toronto is their delivery zone. Unless you contact them, I don't know why I'm giving the information.
No,
Baker knows better than I.
I'm happy to pick up. I asked many questions. I was curious about the recipe. I mean, I love this, and I've been thinking about calzones ever since. I was like, they really are perfect. You get to choose what you want inside, and it all stays contained, and you get so much more of the toppings and the flavor, and they're definitely cheesier than just a slice of pizza. I mean,
they've also got some pretty. I'll bring it up a bunch because we're sponsored here by Calzone Fever. I will tell you right now. They also have dessert calzones that look incredible. So. Calzone Fever, guys, catch the taste.
Absolutely, and it's essentially a large pierogi, if we're being honest.
Here we go, and this is their logo. Calzone Fever.
My God, I love it. I'm obsessed. I honestly can't believe this connection.
Yeah, designed by fellow 12-year-old Maya. Maya developed that drew that logo.
Also, just because I'm here and I saw it, this was a little kid for sure looking for that picnic table that never made it there. But there you go. Yep. Never get into that picnic table. That's grade 9. So,
that's 9C. Yeah, not everybody's having sex in grade 9.
No.
Only the coolest of the cool kids were having sex then.
Yeah. I wasn't in a book yet. Not even close.
And now it's absolutely illegal to. So under any circumstances, I think. I'm not sure, but pretty sure.
I don't know. I'm not even going to do the calculations. I'm going to get back on the bus and see if we'll go this next stop because we'll leave the Myrtle Beach couple alone. This next one is Tennessee man leaves $5 million in his will to a dog, his dog, and it quotes, "She's a good girl."
Yeah.
Okay, great.
I loosely threaten to ding every time, but I think I got the whole story there.
I think so too. How about this one? North Carolina firefighters were dispatched to a restaurant by many people. They got lots of calls to discover that it's not even on fire. It was just they were just making 10,000 wings for the Super Bowl. So
quite fun.
Great. I'm pretty much giving you the whole story in these headlines, I guess.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's basically it. Great. I got what I need.
I'm gonna keep them shorter. How about?
Yeah, that way we got more time to talk about calzones.
Customs.
The real, literal hot topic.
Customs agents seize bushmeat at New Jersey airport. Okay.
Okay, ding, that's my stop because I don't know what a bushmeat is, but I like the combination of words.
I love it because it's the only reason why I put this story up, because I was like, what's bushmeat? But apparently it's like, it's not uncommon. It seems to be like a phrase that people know. Because I was like, no.
Isn't that just hunting meat?
You would think so. Illegal meat comes from a variety of animals, but what it's popular for is to come from bushmeat is a raw or minimally produced meat from parts of bats, monkeys, cane rats, which I don't know what that is, and antelope. And then it's either smoked, dried, or salted. So I was like, oh, this is insane.
What made it those four animals, and that's it?
Some guy with a cool zoo was just like, oh, God, no one's buying tickets to this goddamn thing anymore, and I need some food.
So wait, so repeat the animals?
Cool zoo.
At the cool zoo? The animals at the cool zoo are bats, monkeys, cane rats, and antelope. Okay.
So whoever invented this, is it Australian? Are these the animals you would have found in the bush?
Smart shit.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, we have one of the people right now who owns the cool zoo.
Yeah.
It's Devin from Australia. Devin, you own the cool zoo, and
we're making burgers.
I generally think when people get weird about certain kinds of meat, you're like, it's all weird. No, It's just whatever animal you eat, it's weird. Meat is weird. So if you're like, to me, it's like, it's neither here nor there meat wise. It's like, well, you just eat whatever you were raised to eat. And then we're all like appalled when people eat other things, but don't yuck my yum.
Yeah,
totally.
Don't yuck my yum.
Yeah.
And you know what? If you are yucking someone's yum, maybe flip that around and yum that yuck.
Yum that yuck. Yeah.
I would guess the biggest meats, like maybe chicken, but the biggest meats probably consumed in North America are probably from cows and pigs. And it's like, well, cows, some people would be like, hell no, you don't kill a cow. And pigs, it kills me because apparently they're as smart as a 3-year-old human. And I'm like,
I'm off pork because of that, because of the the smartness of pigs, but also we're working our way to a more we're slowly working towards a more plant-based life. But yeah, no, it's true. It's like we're not in North America, we're not in a position to judge. We really blew it meat wise.
If we could just go back and redo one thing,
it would definitely be meat. It's like we overproduced it a ton. We did factory farming. We blew it. Yeah. My nephews are like 7 feet tall and no one knows why. It's like,
well, we know why.
Yeah, we know why.
And it's not bushmeat.
Yeah, it's not bushmeat. It's that cow that has like Tom Brady's body.
Look, man, you guys in New York have rats and pigeons everywhere. You don't know what you're missing. Just fucking grab a bird from the street. You'll be good.
It's true. The protein of the future is going to be, you guessed it, bugs.
Crickets. Yep.
Yeah, crickets. They're going to grind it up into a fine powder. We're going to put it in a paste.
And you know what? The future is now.
The future.
Yeah. I've eaten grasshoppers. I've eaten crickets.
I saw a post come up the other day, Baker, of Theo, our absolute genius of a 12-year-old, playing piano somewhere in Vietnam, I believe it was.
That's right. Yeah.
You can't say that about many 12-year-old kids in North America. It's like, oh yeah, here's just him at a bar playing piano. Probably when he was 10? Like how many years ago?
Yeah, it was 2 years ago now. And like we did this month-long trip to Vietnam, and he was so into piano at that time. I was like, how do we keep him on this? And so we researched like the piano like carpet thing that you can just the flat thing that you can just kind of but it was like
big.
Everyone said it breaks right away. So then we were like, okay, wherever we go, we got to find pianos. So we were in this town called Hue, and we were walking around at night, and there was this bar, and it was just opening, and there was no one in there, and there was a piano, and the bartender was just playing piano. And we came in, and we basically found a way to ask, can he play? And so we bought a bunch of beers and a Coca-Cola for him, and he just sat and played piano for like an hour, and it just like blared out into the street, and it was a magical moment. It was
That's
coolest
Theo's
thing.
beer. That's Theo's beer is a pop soda.
Oh yeah, he's got this new rule where if I get a beer, he gets a pop, and I'm like, that's not the fucking rule. That's not. No, if I get to 10 beers, then you get a pop. That's the rule.
We did that one year with my cousins because we were like, there was a conversation at like a Thanksgiving dinner where we're like, it's harder to drink pops than it is to drink beer. And we're like, no way. And we're like, great. You drink this 6-pack of pop. I'll drink this 6-pack of beer and we'll see where we're at. And nobody could finish a 6-pack of pop.
Yeah.
I
think it'd be harder.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Way harder.
Also,
after like 3 pops, pop starts to taste bad.
I have never done it.
You've never drank 3 pops at once?
It's almost as if it's too sweet.
Yeah, like it's something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But you drink 3 beers. The beers taste better.
Yeah. My heart turns into a hummingbird at this point, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's true. But when kids have that nighttime like pop that they're not allowed to normally have, and they start to go nuts, I love it.
Oh, fuck.
Sleepovers. Fuck
yeah, they're
man. Like, well, kids, I got you all these 2 liters. You got cream soda, you got grape crush, you've got Coca-Cola, whatever you want. They're all gone in the morning, and the kids are just still up with their eyes wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. My sister got her 4 boys like 2-liter bottles of like orange crush and like the sodas they wouldn't normally have, and then they like exercised no portion control, so it was just them like they would just like they were too big because there's 4 of them to fit in their fridge, so they just were like chugging them lukewarm and then leaving them on the counter. So gross. Lukewarm cream soda.
I think a lot happens no matter what if there's just 4 boys, living in that house. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, barbershop quartets start up immediately.
Yeah. It's absolutely wild. I've stayed with my sister for like a week or 2, and it's like you do not go 60 minutes without there being a brawl, and that's every single hour of every single day. Like
if you're not following Inessa Frantowski yet to watch as she plays basketball with these kids or like has your time with them, you don't know what you mean. You're not actually on the internet yet. You haven't downloaded your browser yet.
Oh God, I try so hard to impress them. I fail constantly. They're all into like hockey and sports and stuff like that. It's obviously not my thing. Trying so hard to get them into anything I'm into, and but I really do my best there.
Yeah. Listen, if you're out there and you haven't seen Inessa do this yet, download Chrome. Find the right side. Find the right side to plug your headphones in. Like it's 2021.
If you want to talk to her, just get a mic. You have to carry around. It's no problem. Yeah. You can watch her play Wheel of Fortune with her fan. I'm not lying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll connect in 2 to 3 years once we've got it all sorted out.
You did get the especially made for your fan. You got Wheel of Fortune, like a wheel basically for your thing.
That's right. Oh, and a huge update. So I did get obsessed with Wheel of Fortune and watching it with our mutual friend, Adam Colley, who is a Jeopardy fan. So I was like, we have a, ceiling fan in our apartment. And I thought, well, I Googled Wheel of Fortune ceiling fan stickers, and much to my chagrin, they don't exist. So I was lamenting about this, and somebody messaged me and said, I make like props and stuff for theaters. I could make those. So absolutely made custom Wheel of Fortune stickers. So now I can turn on my fan and just ask a question and point. And then if I get $1 million, I'll do that thing. And if I get a bankrupt, I know not to do that thing. But I did ultimately I applied to audition for Wheel of Fortune. I definitely referenced the ceiling fan. And guess what? I definitely did get an audition. Still waiting to hear back.
Wow.
January 1st, 2021, first bit of news I got was Wheel of Fortune Zoom audition coming at you. And you know what? I didn't do as well as I had hoped. I'd been really crushing it at home for months and months and months, but I did absolutely average.
Wow.
It's that one time. It's that one time when you jump on. It's like, it's the mom spaghetti, as Eminem calls it, I think. So it's just like that. You got one shot, and if it doesn't go perfect,
yeah.
All I'm saying is we should start a hashtag to bring Inessa back to Wheel of Fortune, because give her a second chance. Let's go. Let's get this. Let's make this happen. Let's get her on Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah, it's just it's been a real dream of mine. And you know what? No big deal. I'll try again next year. But I'll tell you something. What a treat! I would absolutely die. I'd be so happy. Yeah.
I believe Eminem refers to it as mom spaghetti.
yeah, the old mom spaghetti. Which actually, I don't know if he's talking about chasing your dreams or going to a Russian party where you barf in the chair. Either way, mom spaghetti gonna come up.
Well, guys, we have one more stop on this awesome track of stops. So let me know if you want to get off here or sleep on the subway all night. But the last one is Kentucky man goes viral for clearing his snowy driveway with a flamethrower.
Yes. Well, dang. Okay. I'll stop. That's my stop.
Great. I did realize, and we've been doing this for a long time, and Inessa, you are 100% right. I mean, there's not much more to this story. It's pretty much in the headline for this one. Although it's not all in it. You guys, I think, will appreciate this. His name is Timothy Browning, and as he did it, he dressed up as Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
There's the story.
There's the story.
Now that's the story. That's the headline.
And that's how he would clear it. But I honestly pictured cool dad Rob Baker. When I saw the story, I was like, 100% Rob Baker. If you had a long driveway and a flamethrower, this is exactly how you would clear your driveway.
I feel like every time I think I'm sick of America, like I get thrown something like this where I'm like, I fucking love America. And I want that so bad.
Yeah, it's like, if we could keep that like sort of like overconfidence focused in the right direction, that would be great. But somebody just thinking like that kind of ingenuity deserves to be applauded regardless.
Absolutely.
Now, of course, is it very likely to go wrong and someone gets seriously hurt? 100%.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Until that happens, we're going to call it out. Pretty good idea.
Also, is this the second flame? Haley says this is the second flamethrower story. Wow, in Canada? No, this guy was in Kentucky. Maybe it's because that probably spells a whole bunch of it. Do they normally get snow in Kentucky? Because maybe this guy was just like, I don't have a snow shovel. What
the fuck is this? Yeah.
And also, how much snow is it going to clear? Like, I want to know. Like, so the flame, honest, like, how big is that flame?
It's a lot. There's a video of it. I wish I should have downloaded it beforehand, and I'm dumb. But in it, he chugs a beer, throws it to the ground, and then starts melting away these flakes. And he yells out the word. Oh, okay. Well, this is where it goes a little weird. He yells out, "God bless American rednecks," and then he starts doing this.
Okay. Yeah. So, but okay. Now, a flamethrower, because you do imagine it sort of launching, but is it more of a gun where you're just kind of like, as if my microphone here had fire shooting at the end, and you can kind of like is it like a leaf blower but with flames?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that makes sense.
If you wanted to go see it, you could go look at Chad Blue 83 on Twitter. He's posted it somewhere. So you can take a look at Chad Blue, spelled BLUE 83. And then he's got it. It looks like he's got a shot from the neighbors, and he's just filming him as he does this down the front of his pretty nice house.
Well, you know what? It's actually like, it's honestly not a bad idea, to be honest. It really isn't. I mean, here's what I know about snow. It melts. Like, when you put hot things on snow, it melts.
Yeah. Listen, buddy, if Inessa know one thing.
But it's like, snow, it melt, okay? Like,
you're not going to change my mind. You're not going to change my mind.
I've got this snow. I brought it inside. I just left it in a bucket. But
oh, buddy, you're in trouble.
Why? What's happening? I'm saving it for later. We're going to make snow angels and snowballs and have a big fight inside with Charlie. It's going to be great. About an hour from now.
Well, I'm going to blow your mind with the one thing I know.
Yeah. And I agree with Amanda here. A leaf blower is far more annoying than a flamethrower.
Yeah, 2 a.m., 6 a.m., 9 p.m. He does not care. It'd be cooler if you had a flamethrower. Yeah, I could still sleep through that. You could sleep through that, no problem.
Yes, soothing.
I could sleep through the God bless American rednecks, chug a beer and chuck it, and then flamethrower, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could sleep through that.
Oh, look at so Haley, you missed the first part of this, I think, but Haley has come in and said, you guys see the video of Tom Brady being escorted out of a building following the Super Bowl win? He was schmammered.
Yeah.
See, we did chat about it. We didn't chat about, I don't know if you guys know, the parade was on the water. Like it was boats going up and down this thing in Tampa. And at one point, he took the Vince Lombardi, which is basically like, for the Canadians in the group, the Stanley Cup of the NFL, and literally tossed it to another boat. A good 10 feet away, he was just like, hey, woo, and threw it over the water, and people went a little ballistic about that.
I guess if there's one person you're going to trust with that, you know?
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
It is shaped like a football on the top, too. So, like,
actually quite easy for him. Yeah. And then the end of the story says, like, and it was a perfect pass, and it was safely recovered.
I saw a video of a guy shoot the top of his beer off and then drink that beer. That's what I saw.
Nice. Well, the Stanley Cup goes around everywhere, and there's all these stories. One of the sports analysts were talking about this thing, and she's like, "Well, I know the Stanley Cup." She's like, "I've seen a baby take a dump in the top of the Stanley Cup," and I'm like, "Wow, that happened."
That changes things a little bit.
I know, because I've seen so many guys chug beer out of that, or Prosecco or something out of the top of that.
Oh, remember when Ovechkin won the Stanley Cup, and it was like for 3 days, it was just like Ovechkin, like just everywhere around Las Vegas, like for 24 hours a day. He partied for like 90 hours straight with the Stanley Cup. It was like a picture of him like in a water fountain, and then a picture of him like his shirt is gone and he's on top of a statue, and then it was just looked like the best party ever.
I think one of the things we've discovered during this podcast is that Russians know what they're doing when it comes to like having a good time. That's where we're at, I think.
Yeah, I think it's as long as that good time involves nonstop drinking forever. I'll tell you this, we definitely know how to carry items with us wherever we go.
Great. Well, I think that about wraps it up then for today.
Yeah.
Because the only other one, because Jen is in the chat somewhere too, and I should mention, she was nice enough to even send me, sometimes people send me these dumb stories because like, check this one out, you might have missed it. And Jen sent me this one the other day of a guy, his uncle passed away, and he's like, my uncle was the biggest metalhead on the planet. So literally out of his uncle's skeleton, he made a guitar, and he played that guitar out of his skeleton. It was a little insane. And I will bring the picture next week too, because as Jan pointed out, it does look like he just put on a wig, like a Halloween costume wig for this article, and dressed as much as he could like a heavy metal guy, and then played this guitar. But it is like a Sketcherson wig, full on, with like the full blonde coming out all over the place right here.
It's the coolest, most metal thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, my body got turned into a guitar. That's what happened when I died.
Yeah, again, right away you gotta applaud the creativity there.
Before we begin, you gotta applaud that creativity.
Yeah. And here's the thing about bones. They last a long time.
Yeah.
Or do they? I don't know. Like, imagine 10 years later when it's kind of like sitting in his guitar stand and people are coming over like, hey, Chuck, what's the things falling apart a little, huh?
Yeah, I have to say I'm a little bit more the opposite in terms of wanting to maintain. I did get scared recently that I had a ghost in my house. This was after a few months of quarantine and isolation,
Sure.
and spoke to one of my friends who's like more like into that kind of stuff, and then she was like, "Make sure you put mint in the doorways. Open all the windows and dust." And I was like, dust? She's like, dust, yes, because she's like, dust is essentially dead skin cells. She's like, so if you've been living in that apartment and that apartment's been around for 100 years, it probably has the dust particles of like the people that have lived there and have passed. Wow. So I was like, dust is dead skin cells. So went on a bit of a dusting rampage. So don't want any of your actual physical body in my life.
But that ghost is just that what the image they bring on is just the part of the body that was left. So half of dust is skin cells. The other half is the ghost of those skin cells.
Yeah. Skin cell ghosts are the worst.
Oh man, Inessa, it's been so lovely having you here. We're so glad that you're on the pod finally. We've been talking about it forever, so this is so nice and lovely that you're here.
Oh my gosh, this was so fun. I mean, I'm sorry I wasted 20 minutes of the show with technical difficulties.
You say waste, we say saved. So absolutely wonderful. Is there anywhere that people can catch you? I know it's a pandemic, so there's not like a lot of stage shows going on, but where can people catch the great Inessa Frantowski?
I mean, you can watch The Amazing Gayle Pile on Amazon Prime, Out TV, or CBC Gem. And I have an album out, Help Me, on like Spotify and iTunes and all that. If anyone's interested.
That's great. And I'm sure Stacey's still on there listening, and she's always wonderful. And we'll put those links probably for you below if you want to send those links over, and we'll put them underneath our stuff so you can check out Inessa at any of those links. Baker, anything from you before we head off into the great blue weekend?
Just check out my website.
Created by Theo, 12-year-old RobbieBaker.com. Go check that out. We'll always have that in our links for you. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. This was so great. I hope you all have a great weekend. And that's it. Anything else you guys want to say before we get out of here?
Love you.
Love you.
Love you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
This is where I would normally, if Stacey was here, this would come up on cue. There we go. Bye.
Oh, there it is. Cool.